Hello and welcome yourself back to a brand new video. Here today I'm going to be talking to you about the whole YouTube age gate type thing that I think Drama Alert broke the story, but it came from a YouTube employee. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to talk about YouTube age gate. I'm going to give my opinions on it. I'm going to tell you guys what I think, and I want to hear your comments down below on what you think. So as always, I want you to leave a comment down below sharing your opinion right now before I hopefully influence you a little bit. But I want you to share your opinions right now. Just I'll reply to you as soon as I can. So without any further ado, let's go ahead and jump straight into the video. Okay, so before we jump into this thing, I'm going to tell you what YouTube age gate is. YouTube age gate is basically the idea that YouTube are running a program that's basically stops people from even finding your channel in some cases, but it's saying my content is mature. It's up there, it's 18, only the big boys can watch and those content, you know what I mean? Basically, if you're down there, you're little wee guy that YouTube think, hey, you should be watching Happy Cat videos and Minecraft videos, maybe not bashers, but Minecraft videos, and if you're subscribed to me up here, then you get unsubbed. And that is basically the idea that people are now saying from I believe it was Pax, a YouTube employee told somebody else, and then that somebody else told everybody else, and then it's blown up. And I wanted to speak to you guys what it actually is, but that's more or less the idea of it. Okay, so maybe a better example of this whole idea, because Leafy, you got to take Leafy for example. He's already losing a lot of subscribers. Look, like obviously people have started disliking him. His content is getting a bit old, but people still watch his videos, and I guess he is going down. And people that are doing the exact same content as Leafy are going up. So it's kind of like, is the content getting old, or is something happening in the YouTube algorithms? That's what people aren't sure about, because he's losing at least 1,000 a day, and people doing exactly the same are going up 1,000 a day, if not more. So that's raising the question. So putting it into more of a perspective, little Jimmy, he likes Leafy, he likes watching people get roasted and stuff, and then basically he's got his YouTube age down as 13 because that is the age to make a YouTube account. So I don't even know why this whole thing's arisen, because you're gonna be 13 to have a YouTube account anyway. So I don't know why they'd even run this algorithm. But and then if this little Jimmy guy wants to be subscribed to Leafy to watch some people get roasted, he can't, because YouTube think, you know what, you're not watching him, boy. Nah, no Leafy for you. You're gonna watch Skype's Minecraft and Granagram. It's all you're having. And you know what, from a parent's perspective, I can see why it'd be useful, but definitely as a checkbox option. Maybe they don't want to monitor what the kids are doing, but at the same time they don't want them to be watching inappropriate content. I can completely understand that. I mean, I personally may not want a little 3-year-old to watch Leafy, because that's probably setting a really bad example. But if the parents don't mind, then it's not up to YouTube to stop them from watching it, is it? That's in my opinion personally. But like, if you think about it, an 18-year-old could have like the mind of a 3-year-old and still be able to watch the content. A 3-year-old have the mind of an 18-year-old and have to watch content that makes them want to die when they're watching it. And in my opinion, that's not right. But that's the way YouTube have got to look at it in some perspective. Now, like, since I've ever started watching YouTube and doing YouTube, actually, I've been doing YouTube for 3 years now. That makes me feel like well, I've come so far. And basically, my YouTube's always recommended videos to me on what I've previously watched. And I'm not gonna lie, it's started filtering my content. I don't know why. I'm 18, so I've stopped getting like the younger videos. Maybe that's because I don't watch them anymore. But content should always be based on what you've previously watched. So if you watch a singer, then suggest more singing content. And if you've watched Jacksepticeye, maybe suggest PewDiePie, because they're in a similar bracket. And then if you watch Leafy, watch Pyrocynical, maybe because they're the same, not based on age rating. So just because you're watching Leafy, oh, you're 18, you can watch Minecraft. You know what I mean? I know I'm kind of bashing on Minecraft a bit here, especially since I've uploaded that on the channel before. But you've got to understand what I'm saying. It's down to the user's preference, the viewer's preference on what they want to watch. And you know what, the thing that annoys me the most about this is the fact that it's kind of saying up yours to the content creator. And in my opinion, the worst thing to come out of all this is YouTube is basically saying to the content creator, if you don't censor yourself, and if you don't kind of watch what you say in your videos on our site, then you're not going to get exposure, you're not going to get views, you're not going to get your subs coming back to you. In fact, we'll remove subs from you. Up yours, you can lose your subs if you're going to swear in your videos. And I think that's the worst thing about it. YouTube is becoming censored. And it's all about, if you think about it, creativity, that's what YouTube's about. Being, if you can't censor creativity, that's like something, they're losing the values if they do that. In my opinion, YouTube just need to let their creators make what they want to make, say what they want to say, be creative and do whatever they want without the risk of what they're saying or what they do in the videos affecting their ranking in the algorithm. And if for nothing, the creator loses out, the viewer loses out, and YouTube loses out. So they need to sort it. They just need to sort it. So me and my friend Layla Biggie were speaking about this, and we actually thought maybe when the guy went into YouTube, because there was a whole story about a YouTuber going into like YouTube, trying to go and find his channel on their system, and he couldn't find it. But what me and my friend were saying, maybe that he was logged onto the YouTube Kids app. That's a possibility. Obviously his channel then wouldn't come up. That is one thing that no one's really talked about in the YouTube community yet, and that is something that I thought could explain a lot of it. Obviously it wouldn't explain what the guy at PAC said, but it'd explain the evidence that Keemstar's got from people on Twitter. Anyway guys, that is it for this video. If you did happen to enjoy it, then leave a like on it, subscribe to the channel if you are new, and leave some comments down below, but leave me some feedback and let me know what you'd like me to speak about next. If you did enjoy it, the like goal is 10 likes, so if we can reach it, that'd be awesome. Thank you so much for watching, bye.